everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I have another fabric haul for you guys. Before I share this fabric haul, I would just like to say that this is in conjunction with Minerva Crafts, and I have recently, it's actually before you start thinking I have a problem, which actually I do have a fabric buying and pattern buying problem, but this is not a result of that. So I joined the Minerva Crafts blogger team back at the beginning of the year, getting onto their email list where they send me out a list of fabrics and I'm able to choose which fabrics I'd be interested in using to make up in exchange for a blog post for their blog. So basically they own the rights to that blog post, so it only goes on their site. It does not also go onto my blog, which my sadly neglected blog, which is fine. Like I can put something on my blog that points them back towards the Minerva Crafts, but they basically own the rights to that blog post. So I have done, let's see, I think four garments, but I think I've done 3 posts for them with 3 different fabrics that I've turned in. I think that's right. And they plan out months in advance, like up to 3 months in advance. So my first post will be going up at the end of June, and I made that back at the beginning of March. So that kind of gives you an idea of like where, so I've been working with them for a while now, but you guys just, no one has seen anything quite yet. So at the end of June, my first post comes up for them on their webpage or on their blog, and then it'll be fairly regularly. I will, once a month or so, I will be showing off one of their fabrics. Okay, so that being said, I recently started, they've been asking if people could take on more than one project and for the month. And I have said yes because, I do, sorry. This is a ready-to-wear top. See, this is when you can tell the difference in ready-to-wear versus stuff that you make, usually. This is an old Anthropologie top, but I'm showing a little too much cleavage. Sorry. Anyway, they've been asking at the past couple of months if you'd be willing to take on more than one project and pick 2 fabrics. And so I have 2 months ago, and then this past month I took on 2 more fabrics, and then I shot the idea to them that, I am been working in these modules on my YouTube channel, and would you be interested in me choosing 7. It's 7 fabrics, but one of those actually comes from the other one. Anyway, I have 8 fabrics actually here of theirs to show you. 7 of them go into a module. They were very excited about it. She loved the idea. So I'm going to be doing a little series of basically what I show on here of modules with their fabric. But I just wanted to show you my haul today and kind of talk them up. And I'm going to have links to all of these down below. If they pop up on the website not available, that probably means that they will be available. So we get kind of early dibs on picking some of these, and some of the fabrics aren't in quite yet or up on the website quite yet, but I do have links for all of these, and I'm going to put them down below. So if you're interested in any of these, you can possibly even buy them now or wait. And again, I will let you all know when this stuff gets made up and when it's up on their blog. And I will show it. Once it's gone up on their blog, I can show all that stuff off on here. So I will be doing that as well. But okay, so just to clarify, I did not buy any of these. These were all gifted to me in exchange for blog posts that I write for them. So this is kind of the payment for doing those blog posts, I guess you could say. I get to keep the clothes I make and the fabric. All right, so fabric number 1. And I will show you kind of the color story I have going on here. Only one, well, and it kind of falls into it too. It's all kind of the same color story. I have a tendency to, my brain kind of works that way. All right, so this first fabric, and again, we're in the middle of a series on how I plan my modules, and I will be talking about patterns this week on Friday, and then next Friday I'll be talking about colors and how to pick your fabrics and your color stories and all of that. So I'll probably be talking a little bit about this whole capsule, or this whole grouping of fabric, but I just wanted to show you all this to you so I can cut into it and start sewing it up to get those blog posts turned in. Okay, so number 1, this little capsule you're gonna notice is greens and pinks basically, with my neutral being an off-white. And then I've got a little bit of blue thrown in there. So the idea that I like to put with all of my modules is that you kind of pick, I have basically 4 neutrals that I wear all year round as far as my neutrals. And that is navy, camel, cream, not white. I go for a creamier white, a warmer based white, and then gray. So those are my 4, because a cool white is a little too stark against my skin, even though I am cool toned. Again, we'll talk about that more in the fabric and color video. But if I keep those 4 neutrals, again, I do tons of color. You hardly see anything that's just strictly neutrals in my little capsules, but I do like to keep those kind of somewhat steady to those 4, so then I can easily pull things from my closet that kind of go with other things. And I think as I am putting more and more of my closet into these modules, I'm just drawn to certain colors. And so I'm finding that as I identify the colors that I like best on myself, it's really easy both to pick out of my fabric stash and my closet things that can go into these modules really easily. But this is a mint green, so this would be a cool green. So it's a green that goes just a little bit blue, but it's not, I mean, it's definitely green. It's not a teal. But it's just it's a cooler green, and it's a heathered sweatshirting, and this is organic, and it feels like heaven. So we've got the French terry background, and then the, just the regular knitted, not French terry, the fleece back. Sorry, that would be a French terry fabric. It's got the real soft snuggly fleece back, and then the regular smoother knitted on the other side. You can kind of see. And it's got some beautiful heathered colors in there. So if you got like a really down and looked at the colors, because it's heathered, you've got a little bit of a tealy bluey color in there, but mostly the mint green, maybe a little bit of yellow, because those heathered colors aren't just a solid, you've got a little bit of variation in there. I love this. This is going to be the topper for the series. And it will probably, I'm leaning a lot towards the Alina Design Company. I'll pop a picture of the pattern. It's the Fulton maybe sweater, or Fulton knit blazer, or Fulton blazer cardigan jacket, something like that. I'll pop a picture of it because I like the structure of it, but it's just made out of French terry or a sweatshirting. So I just love that idea. So this capsule is going to be probably more starting to get into fall-ish, kind of that transition piece where it can be really hot, but then you're in air conditioning a lot. And so I like the idea like just a sweatshirt, kind of a fancy sweatshirt that I can easily throw on over things. So that is fabric number 1, this wonderful sweatshirting. And again, I mean, it's a sweatshirting. There's so many patterns out there for sweatshirtings for, there's the, what's the grain line one? There's the the grain line linden that's out there. There's the Jara by Megan Nielsen that I did a series for. I mean, there's just tons of really cool sweatshirt patterns that are out there right now. And again, this is organic cotton, and it's a cotton, and there is stretch. It's a stretchy one, so there must be some, I can't say that for sure. Again, I'll have links to all these down below so you can see exactly what the content is, but this is one of the organic ones. All right, but this fabric, this knit is what started me off on my whole capsule. I like to pick one fabric with quite a bit of print that I kind of can base off all the colors, the color story basically for my module. And this is this gorgeous knit. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I love florals, and it's got the cranes on there. And all those, oh my gosh, we've got pinks, and it goes into like a deep purple. In fact, I just did a pattern test for Athena Kaku, which you'll be seeing, I mean, hopefully in the next couple months. But I made it in a dark purple viscose linen blend that would be wonderful with this capsule later on down the road. Hopefully these will all be coming out about the same time. But the pinks, and then this also brings in some of the real pale blues. So that kind of goes with my spring capsule that I did. And this even has the citron color in there, of those citron pants. So again, anytime I can bring elements from other modules into this one, it doesn't have to be completely, but if I can bring some in, that's fantastic. So this is either going to be a dress or a top. I haven't decided yet. But again, it is just a jersey. And it's a lightweight jersey, although it's not see-through. And the print is printed because the back is solid. But it is a little bit darker than the sweatshirting, but it's also a heathered green. And I think that this fabric came in 3 colorways. So that's the other thing with Minerva. And I'll talk a little bit more about Minerva at the end if you have never shopped with them before. But this is where I got pretty much all of the colors, the pink and green idea, definitely. And then I could also obviously bring in some blue. So, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Just a real, and it's a cotton knit. And there has to be a little bit of spandex in there because it's got some decent, maybe a little bit of a 4-way stretch. There's not much stretch in the length. It's mostly crossway stretch. So a nice stable knit. That would be nice for a t-shirt. One that's maybe not, like the Athena Kaku Shona, where it's a fitted t-shirt, but not like, the Diran d'Ogive is really fitted. This may not have enough stretch in it for that, but definitely, I mean, anytime you sew with knits, you want to check your stretch percentage. But yes, and again, it came in 3 colorways, and there was another, maybe, see, I can't remember, I've ordered these so long ago, maybe a blue background. Anyway, 3 colorways, and I was enamored with all 3. So, or maybe even 4, I don't know. Again, links will be down below. Okay. I wanted another knit to go for another top, and that's exactly what this is going to be. And I grabbed, this is another organic cotton, and it's the cotton, it's a nice beefy t-shirt cotton. It's got some spandex in it because it's got some 4-way stretch. Definitely stretchier in the cross grain, but it does have 4-way stretch, but it's that nice cotton beefier knit. And this one also came in like 4 colorways, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a t-shirt, like a Breton style. I was actually looking at both the Vanessa Poussey Wanted top, I'll pop a picture, and also I was looking at the Jennifer Lauren Gable top. I need another pattern, like I need a hole in my head, but I do like both of those t-shirts and think that they'd have flattering necklines on me. So I'm still up in the air about whether or not, I think it's not the Gable, not the Jennifer Lauren Gable, it's the Jennifer Lauren, I don't think it's the Gable. It's the one that has the neat, like, fold over. Maybe it is the Gable. I don't know. I'll pop a picture of the pattern I'm talking about. It's Jennifer Lauren handmade, though. Anyway, I really like this. And I want to point out, this is more of a dark teal. Like, this is definitely, and I think this was called mint green online. I think. Again, I'll have the link for what I chose down below. I think that's what they called it. Anyway, this is definitely more, it has a little bit more blue in it. But because my mint green down here is cool, it's a cool mint green, it's a monochromatic look. So, you know, monochromatic, like if you were looking at a paint chip where you've got the darker color down low and then kind of the same color, but just it's lighter. So the same tone, that's kind of where this falls. So I'm very pleased with it. I mean, I would definitely put that sweatshirting fleece over this and love that. So that's the other knit, and I think that's all the knits that I got. I'm going to show this one last. Okay, also, and this one I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a top or, throwing things on the ground, a top or a one piece. This is also the organic cotton, and this is their double gauze. And I washed it and it's just crinkled up so nicely, but it's this wonderful candy pink. So I've had a very, in doing all of this modules and the color series and looking at colors and what looks good on me, I have definitely determined that the cool pinks are better for me, like the candy pinks. That's a color that I can actually wear and it doesn't look like a nude on me. If I get kind of the warmer pinks, because my skin is definitely pink. Sometimes it can come across as a nude, which actually is like one of the fabrics here, but it's going to be a bottom, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, this nice bright candy pink and white stripe, and it's a double gauze, so it's either going to be a top or a one piece, like a dress or a romper of some sort. I haven't decided yet, but it just feels, and again, it's the organic, and it crinkled up beautifully, which I love when double gauze does that, because you know, it's the different layers are attached together. And it just feels so spongy and lovely. I mean, and it's pretty, I mean, I can't see through it, and it's even the white stripes. So, it's pretty opaque considering. So, love that. And again, this one came in like 4 colorways, 3 or 4 colorways. So that link will be down there. Okay, for my bottoms, I chose a couple of cottons again. I chose this, I'm trying to remember. One of these is stretchy and one's not. This is the cotton twill, and it's just this nice ivory, basically, kind of a creamy winter white, kind of, which is I like it better than a cool white. Sometimes cool white can come across as a little too stark. So I got horribly wrinkled because I've washed it, but this is just a cotton twill, a bottom weight cotton twill. It was very reasonably priced. It's medium weight, I would say. It's going to be either a pair of shorts, or it may be the Dawn jeans that I made for myself in that kind of a corally color when I did that Megan Nielsen series. I made them too small, and I was trying to see if I could make them work, and they just don't. But let's see, my sister just tried on, when we were shopping when I was back home visiting, a pair of white jeans that have the exposed button fly, and it's basically the Dawn. They were higher waisted, and then they were the wider legged and cropped, and yes. So I think that that might be what I do with this. You know, I already have my white jeans, but I love the idea of a wider legged ivory pant. Woo. And I would wear that even in winter. I like white in winter as well. So I have enough there for that. Again, it needs to be ironed because that just came out of the dryer. So that's going to be one of the bottoms. And then I got this cotton sateen that does have stretch. This one does have stretch. So it's a stretch woven, and it's in this dusty pink. Now this is definitely, I mean, like, that is my skin tone. But I don't mind that. Now, I don't think it should be worn next to my face because then I just look naked. But on the bottom, I feel like it has an elongating effect. You know, just like when you wear a nude shoe, or I say nude, so a color that is similar, that is your skin tone. When you wear a color of shoe like that, you know, it elongates your legs, so it makes your legs look longer, which I'm 5'2", I need all the help I can get. So I've been playing around. We've got Jeans Month is coming up in July for Sew My Style, and I'm one of the leaders again. I'm kind of on the every other month plan right now. But I thought maybe the ash jeans, if it has enough stretch in it. So the Megan Nielsen ash jeans, I'll pop a picture of that up there because I have that printed off, and that's one of the patterns that we'll be using in July. So I may do like a 7/8 pant, because that would be fantastic into fall, and I could definitely style these into fall. And my hope is, you know, with the higher waist, that it would just be very elongating on my body. So that's the idea. Again, horribly wrinkled, just pulled it out of the dryer. Okay, now my last two fabrics here are cotton lawns. So my first one definitely goes with this little capsule here, and this will be part of it. Now for this one, this is so pretty. It's a Paisley, which I'm not usually drawn to, but the colors, look at that. It's the different pinks and greens. It is just, I don't even know that that's coming across as beautiful it is. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. The color saturation is great. It's got kind of some celery green in there, and it's got blue. The background is blue. This one came in a couple of colorways as well. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that beautiful though? I mean, it's, again, just came out of the dryer, really badly wrinkled. Oh, I just love that. But my idea for this one was to make a faux dress, to make a top and a skirt that I could wear together, or like the faux jumpsuit idea, but to do a skirt and a top that I could wear separately or together. I love that idea, when you can get more bang for your buck with an outfit, because I think it's a small enough print that I don't think it'll overwhelm my figure. And I have some ideas that I'm tossing around with what I want to do with that, but yeah. And this cotton lawn feels really good. It's a really nice, so pretty, a really nice weight. And then the other cotton lawn, which actually, as I had it sitting here, I'm like, oh, those kind of go together. This one also feels like heaven. I don't think this one came in other colorways. I think this one might have been, I could be wrong though, just check those links. But look at this cotton lawn. Isn't that gorgeous? This actually kind of goes with the capsule that I am working on, that I'll be working on in this summer module, because I'm using a lot of like reds and blues. And this is kind of, I mean, kind of a red. It's a red that definitely is a cooler red, goes a little bit pinker, which is better for me. But it's the pink that goes more, it's a cooler pink. It's got some mint greens in there, and then obviously some like true greens. I mean, in this periwinkle blue and then some of the darker blues. And I think that I may do this one in a Sew Over It penny dress, because I have that pattern and I've had it printed off. I have the PDF pattern and I've had it printed off from where I send them off to get printed out, and it's just been sitting on the floor with a whole bunch of other patterns, and I'm like, I need to sew through these patterns that I've paid to have printed off. So I just think this makes the most wonderful summer dress, and that penny dress is very appealing to me. I like a good shirt dress. So we're going to give it a try with a little full bust adjustment. So there you have it. That is my Minerva Crafts haul. And I want to make a note. So Minerva Crafts is located in the UK. However, they have $5 shipping for, I mean, not all of the world, but it's a whole big chunk of countries that are just £5 for shipping. And I'm not sure if there's a threshold that you have to hit. You know, you have to spend so much. But it's not a lot if there is. I just can't really remember off the top of my head. But again, I will have a link down below to their website because they've got a huge selection of so many things. And if you are capsule shopping, they've got their own descriptions of colors, which kind of makes it a little bit easier to order. And they do swatches if you're interested. Again, if you don't live in the UK, shipping can take a little bit longer, so it can take sometimes up to 2 weeks for me to get stuff that I've ordered, but it's £5. So, well, and this stuff was all gifted to me, so I don't have to pay shipping. But I have ordered from them in the past, and it takes right about 2 weeks, maybe a little less. And again, £5 for the shipping, which I don't know what that comes out in US dollars, maybe $6 or $7, somewhere around there. 8 maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the currency exchange is right now. But it's very, very reasonable, I think, especially for international shipping. So that is my plug for Minerva. Again, you'll be seeing all of these as soon as they go up on the blog. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into them and get them made up so I can get those blog posts made up so that I can get into the schedule for that to go up. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Again, on Friday, I've got my patterns video for the module series that I'm doing going up. The next Tuesday, I've got my swimwear lookbook. Still up in the air if I'm actually going to have the swimsuits on my body for you guys or if I'm just going to hold them up. I have 4 that I've made for myself and then 1 that's for my daughter, which obviously I can't wear, but I'll hold that one up for you. Not in my wildest dreams could I put that one on. I'm looking at him over here. But I will have my swimwear lookbook for you. That's only missing the swimsuit that I'm going to be making for the sew-along, which hopefully will be up by the end of June. It might be beginning of July, just depending on time. I'm just traveling a lot in June. So it's going to take like a couple of days of filming to get the sew-along done. So it'll be coming either end of June or beginning of July, but I'm just not sure entirely when. And then we will have, then it will be the color and fabric video for the modules. And then after that, it will be my plans for my first summer module. I'm only doing 2 modules for the summer, my summer wardrobe, to make one little capsule. But that'll be coming up after the color, so that's kind of the last of that little series. And then it'll be the end of June, and I will have my Sew My Style reveal for you guys for June. And somewhere in there, I will have my first Minerva blog post goes up, and that is an amazing project, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So that will be coming up at some point. You may have some 3 video weeks as we get to the end of the month. All right, so that's all I have for today. I will see you guys on Friday. I hope you have a great week. Bye.